Hey there, sexy vault dweller, Stormy Skies 369 here, and I'm going to be showing you how to create some of the glitches I used in my Zipcar Billboard Camp. So the first one I'm going to show you is how to make railings. There is another method where you use a sunken conduit into a pillar, but that only allows you to do one railing, whereas this way is a bit harder to line up, but it does allow you to create a double railing effect. This is a real old school method using a table and a pipe. So go to your build menu and under table select the first table available. Then go to your power conduits and select the shortest pipe and plop it on the table. The table doesn't have to be straight, but the pipe does. Line it up to give enough space to allow the long pipe to fit nicely next to the stairs. You might need to do some adjustments with the lining up here. Then go back into your build menu and select the longest pipe. It should easily snap onto your small pipe there. So back in the build menu and go to the shelf section, and the second option down gives you these metal shelves. They are the perfect height for double railings. Remove the table out of the way and put the shelf down, giving enough room for the pipe to level up with the barrier. There we are. Then select the smallest pipe and put that on the top of the shelf. So select the longest pipe again and it should snap. Okay, that's all lined up, so we can delete the shelves and the table. Next, use the blueprint of your steel pillars. If you don't know how to do this blueprint, again, there's lots of YouTube channels on how to do it. I'm not going to cover it here. Then delete your top pillars, unless you're planning to build your railings 3 or 4 heights long. Then keep them, otherwise get rid of those, we don't need them. I have got it so wonky here, but you get the idea, and I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll just crack on. Okay, so next we have floating objects. You can stack a power armour to do this, but I don't like to carry more than one power armour and can't be bothered to get them out of my stash when I'm building, so instead I use stackable objects like stash boxes. Okay, it's easier to place a power armour if you're level with it, so I've thrown down a few stash boxes to stand on. Now using a small pipe, I place the Zipcar stash box on the pipe with enough of the pipe sticking out so I can grab it. And then we try and place it on top of the power armour. Okay, once it's clipped on, delete the stash boxes and then reclaim the power armour. Ta-da! Floating cars or anything else you guys want to make float. Now Greasy Gary, the boss man sitting at his desk. I did see this from another camp, but I don't know who it was to give shouts out to, so sorry on that. This is how you do it. Go to the tables in the build menu and choose the desk. Then go to floor decorations, and if you've got the sitting gorilla plan, that works great. If you didn't get this plan, then the treasure hunter event is coming back, or you can just use something else like a scarecrow or the Slocum Joe vendor. I did have the vendor sunk into a zip car, but it was just too wide and looked messy, but it still did work as both a vendor and a stash box, which was pretty cool. Place your Greasy Gary or whatever you're using halfway on top of the desk, and then pick up the desk and take it over to a dirt pile. Greasy Gary will sink into the desk. How far depends on the dirt pile. However, if it sinks too far, you won't be able to place it. It's just not going to snap anymore, and you're going to have to start all over again. I think it was DTD Gamer who discovered the method of sinking things using dirt piles, so check out his channel. He also runs a camp of the week every Friday. This method is great for filling shelves, and you can see here I've used it to add some tyres to make it look a bit more like a garage at my camp. So lastly, we have these hanging streamers. You can also hang these from trees, which would look maybe a bit spooky in the right type of camp. So to do this, you need the plan from the Fashionette event. You might even still find them in some vendors if you're lucky. So select the plan and find a nice bit of ceiling to place the streamer, and then going a little bit lower, place another streamer, and keep doing this till you reach the floor, or in my case a bit of furniture. Okay, to save on camp budget and just because I think it looks a bit nicer, I create a blueprint. Okay, so I choose the first one, and then every other streamer down gets selected. As long as they're touching, your blueprint will work. Then I create the blueprint and go hang the streamers. There we go, that's all for now. So my next video is a new camp build that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So if you're not subscribed already, please click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the wasteland.